Running out of time. Patience than a penny hoe.
Go ahead after your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. And they're running right through it. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These two teams, of course, met in the much-dissected NFC divisional round game a season ago, and they also met in the Monday night opener last year. And Adrian Peterson's return to Minnesota, gosh, that seems like a lifetime ago. It was actually Peterson's replacement, though, Dalvin Cook, who went for 127 yards in a 29-19 Viking victory. Here's Brees to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Brees to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
11.
Throwing on first down is Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Shotgun now for Brees. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Brees to try again after the pick 6. And they didn't wait long to to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got a man open, it's Cameron Meredith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. On first down, Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
21.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Breeze now on first down. Now Breeze wants the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. He won't go down. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Cook. 61 yards that time on the ground. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll run with Cook. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Breeze now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Breeze. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Breeze again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, it's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets it down to the 32. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now flags will come in, and I think this is against the Saints up front. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. They'll hand it off now. Hill. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Got it.
They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Here's Breeze. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Wide. Single.
First down. Here's Cousins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. Hey, Steamer.
Cousins on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Yellow.
Working out of the gun. Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
First down, here's the run with Clark. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Hey, Steamer. Hey, four down. Through. Two.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Cousins to throw it. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Morstead the punter out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
All right, now here we go. Let's go. Alert. 3 down.
Second down, Cousins. And this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Black. 180. 56
And the blitz does come. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down. Yellow.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And bulldozing his way through. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
11.
Breeze now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Got it.
Breeze now. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Breeze to throw again. Caught on the left side by Gibb. And he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start the drive with Cook. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So they get a break there as the penalty moves him to the 5 for another third and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Lucky 50.
Here is Cook on third and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. 11. Breeze now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Now Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. A dump off now to Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run it with Hill. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Now Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. They'll try and run for it with Hill, but he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now come the Vikings. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, Cousins. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Cousins now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's just do me. Let's just do me. Let's just do me. Let's just do me. Let's 50.
They run with Murray. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33.
Hey, flipper.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Breeze. And his throw here is incomplete. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Breeze going to throw. And Ginn's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Breeze again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Boston Scott with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for two here.
Got it.
A toss running left. That's Scott. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Vikings on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun.
Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Breeze. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give. This is Cook. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flushed out right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's second down. To throw is Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That is caught at the 7th. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
11. Got it.
Throwing now is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing here, Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A toss to Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Vikings, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.